Welcome to this onboarding video. Today we will walk you through the Ducky admin panel. To get access to your Ducky admin panel, register a user account by selecting Sign Up. Make sure to use the login details of the person who will be in charge of implementing the competition within your organization. Note that the Ducky admin panel and the Ducky challenge are two different tools. Therefore, your Ducky account in the admin panel will not be the same as your account in the Ducky challenge. Once you've registered your registration details, select Continue. Now that you've registered an account, add your organization's details. Enter the name of your organization, select your organization type, and finally your organization's time zone. Selecting a time zone will define the time under which the participants in your organization will compete. After filling out all the needed information, you can proceed. It's now time to add your teams. As you can see, this part of the onboarding only involves a few steps. Choose team structure, add teams, and lastly, choose access and invite. When choosing your team structure, try to identify how the competition will look within your organization. A few individual teams could be sufficient, or you may want to group the teams in a way that makes sense to your organization. This is especially useful for larger organizations, and if your teams happen to reside in these groups already, for instance like different departments, different municipalities, or different faculties. Select the relevant category for the groups or even create your own. After selecting the relevant category for the groups, you can either save your progress and complete the team setup later, or proceed to the next step. When it comes to adding your teams, make use of the tips listed at the top of the page. They will come in handy when gathering the different teams in your organization. In this example, we've decided to categorize our teams into groups, but the process is no different for the basic team structure. Start by entering the name of your first category and add your teams. It's that simple. For each new team, you'll need to enter an approximate team size. This will give you insight into your organization's participation rate in the competition. If things get a little too manual and intensive when working on your team setup, you can save your progress and come back to finish your team setup later. Once your team setup is complete, feel free to proceed. Now you can choose how participants join the competition. Two options are available. You can either restrict access to the competition with team codes, or you can make it publicly available. Team codes are recommended for organizations with many teams. Codes delivered to participants will connect them to their respective teams. By choosing an open access version of the competition, participants will need to select their respective teams from a list. Please know that after confirming your access choice, you will not be able to change it later on. If codes are selected, those will be displayed below for you to copy. You can then paste the codes wherever you see fit so that they can be shared with others. Regardless of the access rights you've chosen, you will need to share the joining link with the participants. It could be a good idea to use help from your different team leaders to ensure full distribution of the joining link to the participants. If you need to track your team's saving and participation rate, go and take a look at your admin dashboard. Here you can find a widget of the competition with the display of the team's ranking that can either be shared as a link or implemented on your website. You will also have access to a table listing all of the participating teams in your organization with extra information such as the CO2 equivalent savings and participation rate. As you scroll down, you'll find CO2 equivalent translations of your organization's efforts that will help you to better understand the impact of your action in the bigger picture. At the top of the page, you'll find an overview of the competition on a championship level if you're competing against other organizations. Once the competition is over, you'll be able to download end reports for you to communicate and share. And your onboarding with the Ducky admin panel is now over. We do hope that this walkthrough was helpful, and we wish you good luck in the competition. See you soon.